Have no doubt about it, Sam Fox is an entrepreneur in his own right.
The future entrepreneurs would marvel at what he's done with his career, what he's done with the businesses that he's been involved in, that he's bought and sold over the years, what he's done relative to the community. As I've told him on many occasions, when I grow up, I want to be just like him.
When I think of Sam as having a couple of passions, certainly one is his business, one is his entrepreneur interest, and third is his family.
He's an example for the kinds of entrepreneurs that Arch Grant wants to bring to St. Louis and supports here in St. Louis.
Well, I was born and raised in Louisan, Missouri. It was a town of 1,500 population.
He was the youngest child. His mother and father came from Russia.
All of my friends, their fathers, they either worked in the mines or they were from the farm.
Grew up, without anything. He was an Eagle Scout, can you imagine?
And when I graduated high school, I think I'm the only one who was going to college.
Basically worked his way through Washington University.
And my sister had pointed her finger, you've got to get a college education. That was way back when that was rather rare.
That molded him to learn the value of work ethic and family. I mean, I think it just set the table for him.
He had the vision, he had the dream, he had the idea of the Harbour Group. And at the time Sam formed it, there weren't many organizations like that.
I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to either create businesses from scratch or buy them and make them a lot better. And that's what Harbour Group's about.
Harbour Group has built over 200 companies since he started it. He's a very detail-oriented guy. He understands that you don't get what you expect, you get what you inspect.
When we started Harbour Group, I think I was the 5th or 6th employee, and if we were trying to get an acquisition done, I always would want to bring Sam in to close the deal because he had the personality and he's infectious.
What we have decision makers at all levels. And everyone knows certain individuals have got the responsibility to make the last call about anything. But beyond that, everyone is equal. When you're here, you're family. You know it. I don't care what your job is, you're family. I had been either asked or it was suggested that I might be asked to serve the government as an ambassador several times before I accepted it. As a matter of fact, when the president called me, he said, Foxy, he said, I've asked you twice before and you've turned me down. It's the third and last time I'm asking you.
When he was ambassador to Belgium, they really had never had an ambassador. Some people tell me, in fact, one of the former ambassadors before Sam is a friend of mine in Sun Valley, and he tells me that Sam was better known in Belgium than any ambassador he ever knew. And but that's because he's so gregarious.
He has a way, whether it's in Harbour Group or Washington University or the Jewish Federation or the Art Museum, he raises people's sights.
I think he thinks he's lucky. He's worked very hard, and I can tell you he shares it more than anybody that I know.
And their involvement in United Way, their involvement in Variety Children's Charity, their involvement in so many other charities and the community, and improving the quality of life for people in our community, for the entire community. Rising tides rise all boats, and that's what you see consistently with the Fox family, and he's leading the charge.
The students are surprised when they find out and they meet Sam that he's a real person. It's the name of their school, so it's not always clear that this is a real person. So when they meet him, they're kind of in awe. And then he's also disarming because he's so personable and so warm and so interested in the kids that I think it's sort of like they're grandparents of the school.
To me, business is not work. It's play. People talk about going to work. Talk about going to enjoyment. Because if you enjoy what you do, you want to be there and you want to do it, you'll be successful.